Wow, what a morning. I slept okay last night, but look at this. How beautiful is this to wake up this morning? This is absolutely stunning. So we're leaving camp. This is where we camped last night. This is all we left behind, which is nothing except a dead space. And we got a few miles to Amberley this morning. What a difference a day makes. How beautiful is this? This is just outside our campsite. So we're just coming out in a farmland here. But what you can see behind us, I don't know if you can see the road in the background there, leads us up to Sutton down, which is that way. That's what we're going to. So we've got to go down to the A road, back up again, and then onwards to Amberley, where we will meet a friend. So I think it's about 7-8 miles from here. So we're now climbing, seems like quite a busy farm track, up to Sutton down. Pretty good climb, but not too bad. So here we are, top of Sutton down, looking back the way we came, and just behind me right here, a massive field of sunflowers, and they're beautiful, and some grassland to the other side. So Sutton down is just to our right hand side here. We're gonna climb, we're basically at the top of that, and then we're gonna be dropping back down in order to climb right back up again. So what you can see behind me is Bigner Hill. On top of that is Toby Stone, which we'll have a look at a little bit more detail when we get up there. Just to the north of that is Bignor Villa, which is one of the best preserved Roman villas in the UK, or at least in the southeast. Definitely worth a visit if you get the chance to. Beautiful mosaics that they've uncovered and restored. You can wander around. So here we are at the top of Bigner Hill. Amazing views over the north here. Looking over here, this is the way we're going to go later. South down, so you can see the elevation. Coming down off of Bigner Hill, and there's a farm down here, which is actually the big climb, not really Bigner Hill. But this is, if it's not cloudy, it's not a cool day, this is really exposed section, very warm. Right now it's barely even gone 9 o'clock and it's already really hot. So just be aware that if you're in this section and it's summer, it is very exposed and you're gonna need that water. Just busy walking along the busy A road. I think it's the A281, but I could be wrong. This is the one that goes to Arundel and down on to Portsmouth. But one thing that's been really surprising is the lack of backpackers I've actually seen out here. I've seen a few, run into a few, and ironically most of them have been going the other way. I always thought it made sense to go from west to east, you've got the wind at your back, but also you start in the farmland. You start in the less pretty section, and you finish at Beachy Head and the Seven Sisters, which is absolutely stunning. So we're just coming down. You can see the village of Amberley back here. The train station's down here, and Houghton is just off, exactly close to the station. We're getting our first views of the River Arun. That bridge down there is actually where we're going to be crossing to get over to the station to meet up with my friend. So we're now down on the floodplains of the Arun. Beautiful and green now, but not 6 months ago. This was completely underwater. This whole area was nothing but one big lake. And it's really glad to see that it's dried out, which you would hope after 6 months it would, but with the amount of rain we got over this winter, one always wonders. Crossing over the River Arun, which, if you remember from one of my previous videos, we actually walked part of that before. Starts up at Leonardsley Forest, which is in West Sussex, and comes down through the Arun Valley via Amberley out to Arundel, and then out through Littlehampton. So here we are, just leaving Amberley. Met up with my friend. We've only got about 6 or 7 miles to do this afternoon. We'll stop at Washington just for a quick drink and resupply with water, and then we're gonna get back up on the downs, about a mile out to camp for the night. So got more than enough time, about 6 hours between here, the time we can pitch up. But yeah, and it's brutally hot this afternoon. Humid. Probably about 90 degrees, which is I think 35 Celsius. So a little bit of a climb, breezes come out, clouds are coming in, so we're actually not doing too bad. Looks like we've got some naked sheep recently shorn. I think they're embarrassed. Just gonna stare at their butt. So we're almost at the top of Amberley Mount Kithurst Hill here, which is just ahead of us. We're looking over north here, and you can actually see the North Downs in the distance over that way, which I'm not sure how many of you know. There's another trail about 150 miles that follows the entire chalk line of that row of downs. So the North Downs goes from Farnham in the west to, I believe it's Chanctonbury in the east. So we're just coming to the top of Sullington Hill, which is the last hill before we drop down to Washington. The weather has cooled off significantly in the last hour. Breeze, cloud cover has been a blessing. not quite so drenched in sweat anymore. So, but we're almost to our turnoff where we're gonna go fill up with water. So I don't know if you guys can see over to my left over here just how humid it is in the air. Looks like it's got smoke everywhere, but that is exactly how humid it is out here today on the South Downs. Alright, so we're here at the turnoff. We're actually going to take the bridleway down into Washington. Just, A, it's a little safer. The crossing on the A24 is quite tough, especially it's rush hour right now. So we're just coming across the bridge, or coming over the bridge, crosses the busy A24, and actually, by looking at it, may not have been as hard to cross as we thought, as the traffic is moving rather slow right now. Now, if this isn't a cute donkey, I don't know what is. Look at all that belly hair. So we're just coming into the town of Washington here and bypassing some church. Really quaint little town, kind of on the corner of the A2, A3 and the A24, so very busy roads nearby. Look at this church. Wish we had time to go inside. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, we are just leaving Washington. My pack has gained about 12 pounds. Dogs now have their packs back. I'd had them dropped off at the pub by a friend and they kind of took care of them until we got there. But about 3 liters of water, so double what I started out with. And I left my food bag there, so wasn't carrying that for the last 6 miles, which means my pack was really light for the last 6 miles and lovely. But now, yeah, we've added at least 12 pounds to the pack, which just about to go up a hill is never the most fun thing to do. So, but we're heading out. We've got about a mile to camp, so even with 4 liters, it's not completely terrible. Just be a slow climb. This is not much of a fun road walk. We're coming up from Washington, and of course, you know what goes down must come back up on the downs. But this is at least a quiet road, but we're paralleling the A24 through here, which is quite amusing. And it's a gradual climb, so not terrible. But it'd be nice to get off the road. Whew. I'll tell you, that is one tough climb out of Washington. It's not so much the part of Washington back to the trail. That's easy. It's a part up from the road to the top, which is quite brutal, even now the temperature's cooled off. But wow, look at this. How amazing is that right now? That sun, those clouds. This is really incredible. This is so pretty, so beautiful. I don't think I have any words tonight. I seem to do that a lot, run out of words to the point of, well, not having any words. So, we're almost to where we're camping tonight, so hopefully we get a really good sunset from where we're camped, but wow, what an evening. So we're at camp. Not quite where I wanted to be, but there ended up being quite a lot of cattle in the area I wanted to camp. So camp right before. It does look like there's other people camped over there though right now. Probably a little bit braver than I am with those cattle in the field. We get woken up at 3 a.m. like I did once, thinking it was a bear. But this is kind of the sunset we're getting tonight. Isn't that beautiful? I don't think we're going to get the greatest one because the cloud bank is there, but it's still quite epic. Still worth climbing to the top of a hill for. So it's about 9 o'clock, just gone. Moon is out, just up there. Beautiful to watch the sun go down, but yeah, not the best campsite, but gotta make do since people and cattle are already in the other one, so we'll see you in the morning.